Hi there, welcome to today's first video. Today we'll be looking at the supermarket, el supermercado. All right, so guys, how this works is very easy. I'm gonna be reading the slides and then you guys will be trying to translate. Pause the video so that you can do that on your own time. And I will also be translating at the end of every slide so that way you can understand what it's talking about. And I will be repeating everything so that way you can also repeat along with me so you get your pronunciation right. And I'll be adding some vocab words of some images that you'll be looking at in the presentation. So let's start with the title. El título, comprando en el supermercado. Shopping at the supermarket. Comprando en el supermercado. Al final de esta clase, serás capaz de identificar la comida que venden en el supermercado. Sorry about that. Preguntar dónde están ciertos productos. Preguntar cuánto cuestan los productos. Pedir algo en el supermercado. Y pagar tus productos. So now if you want to translate it on your own, it's a good time to pause the video. If not, I'll just translate it for you. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the food that they sell at the supermarket. Ask where certain products are. Ask how much the products are. How much do they cost? Ask for something at the supermarket. So notice how preguntar and pedir are very similar, only the preguntar is to ask a question. Pedir is to ask a favor, for a request. Pagar tus productos, to pay your products. All right, so right here, do you guys know what this is called? This is called a carrito. In Mexico, we call it carrito, which is kind of like a car, carro, but it makes it small. So it's carrito, right? Carrito de super. So it's a small car. Let's move on to the next slide, which is, I believe, frutas, fruits. So let's go, let's get on to frutas. All right, repeat after me. Aguacate, aguacate, toronja, arándanos, fresas, sandía, naranja, uvas, plátano, piña, manzana. All right, one more time. Aguacate, toronja, arándanos, fresas, sandía, naranja, uvas, plátano, piña, manzana. In case you're wondering, arándanos is cranberry, right? So let's go on and let's try to guess, all right? I'm going to cover these up for you and you will try to answer, well, you'll try to guess what their names are. So you can pause the video and try to guess. If you've paused the video already and you guessed and you got them all right, great job. If not, try again. Try some flashcards as well. Oh, look at this. We're going to go to the first verb of the day, which is ayudar. Say it with me, guys. Ayudar. Right? So dar, we know that it's to give. Dar. Ayudar is to help. So let's take a look at some examples here. ¿Puedo ayudarte en algo? ¿Quieres ayuda? ¿Podrías ayudarme en algo? ¿Necesitas ayuda? Necesito ayuda. All right. So notice how we have an O here and an O here. Remember, verbs that end in an O is I. So I can help you with something. But since it's a question, obviously it's going to be, can I help you with something? You'll hear this a lot at the supermarket. Repeat one more time. ¿Puedo ayudarte en algo? Good job. ¿Quieres ayuda? ¿Quieres ayuda? Notice how the U is silent and we just go straight to the I and we pronounce it with like an E in English. ¿Quieres ayuda? Do you want help? ¿Podrías ayudarme en algo? So here we say ayudarte, help you. Here we're saying ayudarme, help me. So could you help me in something? Necesitas, it ends in an AS, so that's going to be you. Do you need help? Necesitas ayuda. Necesito ayuda. It ends in an O, so it's I need help. Necesito ayuda con el supermercado. ¿Quieres ayuda con el supermercado? Do you want help for the supermarket, right? So one more time, guys, repeat after me. Ayudar. Carlos, here, this guy's name's Carlos on the top. Está ayudando a Juan. ¿Verdad? Está ayudando a Juan. Carlos está ayudando a Juan. Muy bien, continuemos. Let's continue. All right. Verduras. Say it with me, verduras. So verduras are practically greens. Another name we have for grains or vegetables is vegetales. Remember, guys, the G is a G when you have an E in front of it. Vegetales. Say it with me, guys. Cebolla, lechuga, tomate, ajo, papa, chile jalapeño, zanahoria. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Está haciendo locuras. Loco. Zanahoria. Chile morrón. Chile morrón. All right, now it's your turn. Remember, you can pause the video and you can just look at these pictures to guess what they are. Now remember, cebolla, really quick, cebolla, you guys call it cebolla roja. We call it cebolla morada, which means purple. Morada. All right? So try to guess, guys. Pause the video and tell me what those vegetables are. All right, if you've done that already, let's move on. And let's go to these two verbs that are very important. Saber and conocer. Repeat, guys. Saber, conocer. So basically, they both mean to know. The only difference is that conocer is more intimate, like to get to know something or someone. Mainly, it's used for books, movies, countries, or a person. And saber is basically used for a skill or any information that you might have memorized. For example, the time. ¿Sabes qué hora es? ¿Sabes qué hora es? Do you know the time? Do you know what time it is? So if you want to translate it, it actually says, do you know what hour it is? ¿Sabes qué hora es? No sé. So normally I's, verbs in I normally end in O, right? But in this case, it doesn't end in O. In this case, it's just sé. And this means I know. Right? I know. Yo sé dónde está. Now, we don't even need the pronoun here. We can just say sé dónde está. I know where it is. Sé dónde está. And if I want to say you know, ¿sabes dónde está? Do you know where it is? ¿Sabes dónde está la cebolla morada? Who remembers what that was? Cebolla morada. ¿Sabes dónde está la cebolla morada? Can you make one on your own? You can just say sabes dónde está, and then you can just name the fruit or vegetable that you saw earlier. Awesome. Good job. So we also have this one. ¿Sabes cómo encuentro? ¿Sabes cómo encuentro? So that means you know how I can find. Sé quién es. I know who it is, pero no lo conozco. So I know who he is or she is, but I don't really know him. I don't talk to him. I haven't gotten myself to know him. So that's what conocer means, is to know someone more intimately. You might know who the person is. Sé quién es Michael Jordan, pero no conozco a Michael Jordan. Yeah, is that clear, guys? Let's take a look at the examples for conocer. ¿Conoces México? So you might know where Mexico is. Sé dónde está México. I know where Mexico is. Sé dónde está México. Pero ¿conoces México? Conoces. Like, have you ever been there? Do you know the country? Right? So we use it for places, country, cities. And then we also use it for when we meet someone. Like, nice to meet you. Gusto en conocerte. Repeat after me, guys. Gusto en conocerte. Good job. No conozco a tu hermano. No conozco a tu hermano. So, sé quién es tu hermano. I know who your brother is. Sé quién es tu hermano, pero no conozco a tu hermano. Yeah? ¿A quién conoces en la fiesta? Who do you know at the party? So you might know some people that, you've seen around. Sé quién es esa persona. Pero ¿quién conoces? But who do you know at the party? Conozco a esa persona. I know that person. Right? Conozco. And then the last one, tienes que conocer a mi maestro. Tienes que. Every time you guys see tienes que, it's you have to. Right? You have to. Tienes que conocer a mi maestro. So people might know who I am, but they don't really know me. Right? So saben quién soy, they know who I am, pero no me conocen. But they don't know me. No me conocen. All right? So for those of you who want to recommend me, you can just say that. Tienes que conocer a mi maestro. Es bueno. He's really good. All right, guys. Well, that was part 1 of this lesson. Let's review really quick. We learned some vegetables and fruits, and we learned aguacate, toronja, arándanos, fresas, sandía, naranja, uvas, plátano, piña, y manzana. Who can answer this question? ¿Cuál es tu fruta favorita? Well, mi fruta favorita es la manzana. That's my favorite fruit. ¿Y tú? ¿Cuál es tu fruta favorita? Good job. Now, we also learned the verb ayudar. Ayudar means, that's right, to help. Puedo ayudarte en algo, quieres ayuda, podrías ayudarme en algo, necesitas ayuda, necesito ayuda, right? Then we saw verduras, and another name for verduras is vegetales, right? There's not a big difference between the two, vegetales or verduras. So we have cebolla roja o cebolla morada. That's right, cebolla morada. Lechuga, tomate, ajo. A lot of you say ajo. It's not ajo, it's ajo, right? Papa, chile jalapeño. How do you think you would say chile, habanero pepper? That's right, chile habanero. Zanahoria, and chile morrón. Now there's different colors, so you can say chile morrón verde, chile morrón rojo, chile morrón amarillo. And finally, we learned the differences between saber y conocer, which are the same thing. They're both meaning to know, but saber is just something with skills or a language, and conocer is something a bit more personal, like a person or a place or a book or a movie. All right. Thank you guys for joining me on this video. We'll continue with Super Mercado Part 2. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get new content whenever it's uploaded. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.